What if letting go of control was the exact thing that would give you all of the control that you could ever desire and more? That is what we're going to be diving into today. And speaking from personal experience, especially for my fellow people who have any perfectionism in their past or present or Virgo tendencies. I'm a Virgo rising amidst all my houses in Scorpio, basically. And this is something that, looking back on my life now, I see how so many of these past iterations of myself have been seeking for outside control. And when I work with clients and I see addictions and I see eating disorders and all of these coping mechanisms, even ones that could be perceived as societally acceptable, they're all forms of seeking control. And so why would we be seeking control? Well, this boils down to seeking a sense of stability and certainty within, and really seeking a sense of safety within. And so what the mind does is it thinks that if I can just have control in my external reality, then I am safe. Then I am not in danger and I do not have to worry about dying, because that is our mind's number one job. It's not to give us pleasure, it's to keep us alive. And so anything that will keep us alive, the mind seeks to do. And so if we don't have emotional regulation and emotional mastery, and if we don't feel safe in the body, and if we are still holding on to these traumas and patterns from our past and in our field from this life or past, and these projections and energies that paint the way that we perceive reality, then we're going to really seek and need and desire control. And this can look, again, like a myriad of different ways, and it's going to present differently for different people, whether it, is needing things to be a certain way with your partner and in relationships, or any type of OCD tendencies, needing things to be clean, needing things to be a certain way, having to have things in a particular order, having to be ultra paranoid about the way things are, or needing to achieve good grades and always be achieving in your business or always be achieving in your life, and only setting these, only allowing yourself to hit these high standards, and anything less is not of importance or good enough. There are so many ways, and oh my goodness, talk about in the health and wellness realm too, around food, and like eating healthy is so important. Don't get me wrong. It's taking care of our physical vessels is of the utmost importance, but the frequency in which we are doing it, are we doing it from a place of love and compassion and nurture and care for our body and ultimately for God through our body? Or are we doing it from a place of it has to be perfect and it has to be like trying to control our diet, right? So these are just a few. Exercise, of course, will fall into this, needing the body to be a certain way. And these are external. These are external types of control, but we live in an inside-out world. So if you are seeking control on the external, it is simply a reflection, a mirror that you do not have control on the internal, in your inside world. So no matter how much we try to control the external world, we will still feel unsafe, and there will never be truly, like, it really is like a drug addict in that it gives like a temporary high, a temporary feeling of satisfaction. And there are degrees and levels of this, of course, but it will never actually be enough. It will never be enough satisfaction and enough control to actually make you feel safe inside, no matter how much we manipulate and do things on the external. So we're going to be diving into a channeled message about this from my guides, and how do we begin to chisel away at this control, this perceived control, because ultimately you came here to live free. And this channeled message was so potent for me because, again, as someone who has had many years of deeply desiring to control my external environment, only to realize that I had to work on the inner environment. And this is still a process for so many people. And especially being immersed in the health and wellness realm and becoming a nutritionist and learning so much about health, you then think that like all of these things have to be perfect. And if I just have the right diet, then I will be all of these things and stories that we create, and like letting those go so that we can find our sense of safety and peace and purpose and control. And you can switch the word control out here for power, because you're going to see in this channeled message that this is about accessing our power. This is about accessing our power. And so I'm going to be reading a channeled message, diving into this, and we're going to be really illuminating and breaking away, chiseling away at some of these mental perceptions of control. And then if you want to truly liberate yourself from this is where the miracle frequency is going to come in. There is going to be a module in there specifically designed and targeted to pinpoint this for you, for your energy, so that you can release it, dissipate it, and then harness your true control. So I'll get into that at the end, but with that, let's just dive into this channeled message. So just invite you, wherever you are, taking a big deep breath in, taking these few moments for yourself. And with that, let us dive in. God level creation. To step into the driver's seat, into the pilot's position, and into the realm of infinite. Into a time and space where you know yourself as divinely powerful, divinely created, and divinely perfect. To see, sense, and know that all that you want to create is possible. And not only possible, but available to you right here and right now. And that nothing is outside of your attainment or reach, and that you can have it all. There is no limit, no edge, no lack, no limitation or realm you cannot touch, create, or explore. And so with this knowing rooted in your consciousness, get clear on who you want to be, what you want to be, and the vision you want to create. Then the people will come, the resources will come, and the support will drop in. And you are coming to know this deeply as true. That there is no outside, there is no out there or way of being, living, or doing that is not perfectly prepared, supported, or available to where you want to go. And so what would it look like for you to relinquish perceived control in order to gain greater control? This is the question. For what you have been taught about control and creation is incredibly limiting. What we wish to instill within you is limitlessness. The infinite nature of creation, of who you came here to tap into, access, and become. The infinite vision and version of you who knows no bounds, no lack, no limitations. And so to let go of perceived control in the form of your body, environment, and even relationships, food, people, and situations, now you take greater universal control over your reality. You now get to create divine unity with Source and your soul, to create a truly magnificent realm of being and creation. And so trust and know this. Worldly control will only get you so far. The higher control, rooted in love, truth, and Source, is where your infinite power lies. Tap into this and watch your life flourish, expand, grow, and align. And when you do this, no sky is the limit. No place is the limit. No dimension, creation, or thing is a limit. For you now see the only limits are the confines and parameters in which you hold in your consciousness. Let go of worldly control, and now you have God level control over your life. And what a beautiful and expansive and powerful thing this is. So it shall be. And so it is. And so, my friend, if you are looking to have this God level control, this God level power, rooted in who you are, in your life, in your being, in your vessel, in your body, in your consciousness, and then seeing it reflected in your reality. Join us in the miracle frequency, and I would love to see you in that module of expanding and opening to our limitless control, helping you release the perceived worldly control so that you can tap into God level control. This is where God gets to work through you in your body, where Source Divine works through you in your body to create infinite power, infinite creation, and infinite divine love in your life. And this is why we came. This is what we came to tap into and access and become. So with that, check the links below, and I'm just sending you all infinite love and light.